and welcome to Ramadan Recipes. Now this is a special episode because I'm going to be making something that's eaten during Eid, and it's eaten in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's called Sanboosak and it's great as a snack alongside other dishes on your Eid feast or eaten on its own as a snack. So let's take a look at the ingredients that we need to make Sanboosak. We're going to start with some olive oil, some white cheese, and I'm using feta cheese here, some onions, some fresh coriander, ground cumin, fresh dill, crushed garlic, fresh flat leaf parsley, ground coriander, some dried parsley and some dried cumin. So why don't we take a look at how we make Sanboosak? So to make Sanboosak, firstly I'm going to make the filling, and we're going to take a pan and add in a little bit of oil, enough so that we can actually shallow fry the onions. So take a wooden spoon and then add in the onions. I place this on a medium to low heat to start with. And what we want to do is try to make sure that the onions are softened and become slightly golden in colour. This might take a few minutes actually, so keep stirring while that's happening. It will take about 2 minutes. So the onions have now become really golden in colour, and I'm going to add in the garlic. And it's been about 2-3 minutes since I left the onions to cook. So we add in the garlic, give that a stir. And because the crushed garlic is quite fine in texture, we wanted to make sure it doesn't burn, so make sure you keep stirring. And this is on a medium to low heat. And then I'm going to add in the spices. So you can add them all in one go, like so. And then keep stirring. And then add in the fresh herbs as well. Give that a stir. So all the fresh herbs should be coated with the oil and onion mixture and the spices. And you can really smell the aromas coming out as well because all the fresh herbs releasing all their volatile oils. So now I'm going to add in the white cheese. And this is white cheese that I'm using as feta cheese, and it's been drained. And you break that up, put it on a low heat while you're doing that, break it up, and then mix all the ingredients together. And it might take about a minute or two for everything to be combined together while you're mixing. So the white cheese has been cooking for quite some time, and it's really well mixed into the herbs. And what you can see is that some of the liquid has actually completely evaporated. So it's become much thicker and almost one solid. I'm going to now prepare the FILO pastry, and that's going to be made into triangles. So we're going to take that out of the fridge. I left it in the fridge earlier because it could dry out if it's left outside for too long. So I've left the filling to chill, and now I'm going to start with the pastry. I've got some FILO pastry out here from the fridge and placed it in a moist cloth to stop it from drying. I'm going to take 2 sheets of that, I've cut them into strips, place it on a floured surface like so. Keep the other sheets covered with the moist cloth so that it stops it from drying, and leave that aside. But take these sheets and then add in about a spoonful of the filling in one side, like so. And then what I'm going to do is egg wash the remaining sides of the pastry, making sure that you actually egg wash all the sides around the filling as well. And this stops it from breaking apart when you're cooking. And it also helps it to stick together when you're trying to create the shape. So now I'm going to create the triangle shape like so. And then cross it over. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can actually tidy that up later. And then you have the remaining sides free and you're going to egg wash those and then fold that over. And this seals the edges together. So I'm now going to place it on a baking sheet, and this is a non-stick baking sheet, and you can actually grease the baking sheet if it's non-stick on your side. So what I'm going to do is place it on a baking tray like so, and then give that an egg wash on both sides. Turn it over, give another egg wash. So I think I can make around 4 to 5 pastries with this amount of filling. I'm going to make a few more and then I'm going to place it into the oven for around 15 to 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. And we'll come back and see the prepared Sanboosak. So I've left the Sanboosak in the oven for around 15 to 20 minutes and I'm now going to take them out. They should be ready. And I've made 4 large pieces. Now you can make them as small or as large as you want to, but they are actually ready to serve. The Sanboosak has a moderate nutritional value. It's got all the protein in there from the cheese, but it also has a little bit more fibre from the FILO pastry. If you were to add more mince to the ingredients, then actually it would increase the level of protein that you'd have in there. This is great as a snack for filling you up after a really hard fasting day. Now let's have another look at the ingredients that we need to make Sanboosak. And here's a reminder of the instructions that we need to make the Sanboosak. In a saucepan, add the oil and fry the onion and garlic and cook for 5 minutes or until the onions are golden brown and soft. Then add the herbs as well as the salt and mix well. Cook on a medium heat for about 10 minutes while stirring from time to time, then add the drained white cheese and stir well. Remove from the heat and then place a FILO pastry sheet on a floured surface and then place 1 to 2 tablespoons of the filling towards the side of the FILO pastry sheet and then egg wash the sides as well as the edges so that you're able to fold it easily and then seal the edges with the egg wash. Place that on a baking tray that's non-stick and lightly brush the egg wash over each piece and then bake. So I hope you've enjoyed making the Sanboosak with me today. It's something that you can have as a filling snack straight after a really hard fast, and it's also great as something as a side snack alongside other dishes as well. I'm sure you'll be making it for your iftar. Happy Ramadan to you.